Hello everyone. Today on Grassy Paradise we have another special feature, and this time it's Ludicolo. So this is an unusual set that I'm using with Ludicolo, and you'll see that later. But it's about time I made a video on him because I think he's the only grass water type, I think, and it's a good typing for grass because it makes him resist fire. So he could really play a big role on a grass mono team, depending on how you use him. So if we look at his stats, you could see that he's not he doesn't have the craziest stats. He's got like decent health, he's got decent special attack and decent special defense, and everything else is just like average or like mediocre, in all honesty. But with Rain Dance and Swift Swim, that speed goes up to 140. So he starts becoming a really potent sweeper. And on a rain team, you might want a Ludicolo because he resists grass. I guess it's neutral because the water typing. So, but he resists grass, and he also he can't be spored. Powder moves don't work against him, so that's a good thing to have. The other thing that makes him usable is his rain dish ability. It's his signature ability, and it's gonna give him that passive recovery. It's gonna let him heal up, so he can be bulky if you just invest all in special defense and HP. He'd be like a nice little special wall for your grass mono. Take those fire hits pretty well, like from a flamethrower. And put a little pressure on a Pokemon like Nidoking if it's scarfed. If it's scarfed and it does like Fire Blast, you could switch in, take a couple hits, and then surf and stuff. But if he does Sludge Bomb, then he starts getting a problem. Nidokings are nasty, but alright. But yeah, like I mentioned before, Rain Dish is gonna give you that nice HP recovery in rain. And then Swift Swim is just gonna make you just a really potent sweeper. And most people run Life Orb on this set because his special attack isn't the greatest. And yeah, I mean he's a solid Pokemon. He's a solid Pokemon for sure. And his moves for the Swift Swim set are Focus Blast, Ice Beam, Giga Drain, Hydro Pump. And then some people like running Rain Dance, so you can set up his own rain in a pinch. You know what I mean? If you need to, like, your rain runs out and he has full health and you got a good matchup, you could set up a Rain Dance real quick and then sweep. But typically you want Focus Blast, so you could clap Ferrothorns or any other steel types that would wall you normally. Ice Beam for that nice dragon coverage if you're gonna have to hit a dragon hard, like a Dragonite or a Noivern. That's kind of unusual, but or a Gliscor or something like that, or a Garchomp. So that's a really useful move to have. Third one's Giga Drain for some recovery. It's just if you just need that grass stab and some recovery, it's solid. Hydro Pump in rain is so powerful. It's one of the strongest water moves, and then you have it in rain with the boost. So that's gonna clap. It's gonna clap people. And then on my set, because my set's the weirdo set, I was doing Fake Out, right? So I'll use him as a lead. Boom, he just fakes out whatever's there, and then I could decide to switch. And it gets like the smallest amount of chip, but I just think it's fun to throw your opponent off. Like, you get into people's head with that little Fake Out. And then the second move's Toxic, so you could spread Toxic around while you switch him in on good matchups. The third move is Rain Dance because you got to set up your own recovery. Because he's using the Rain Dish set, and then Surf because I wanted a nice stab. You could also run Giga Drain, but on a grass mono, people are kind of predicting grass moves, so I felt like that'd be less useful. So I just went with Surf, and Surf is boosted in rain. So let's get into this. Let's see what's good. Let's get into this. I'm chilling right now in the grass gym. But yeah, you can see here. This one's like really good. It's T1 too. It has Has those nice moves. We got a Leafeon with Scarf. Um, this is a whole T1 grass team that I put together. I have specs on Roserade because it claps. It claps so hard. It will just slap anything in the face that comes in this way. The Rotom is good because I need that that flying coverage. Like I could just and I could spread paralysis. And then the Torterra is good too because it's just gonna really hit something hard. And with that quick claw, it activates quite often. Alright, so first turn, like I said, I'm going for the fake out here. Boom. I got nice like 9% or 8.5%. And I go for the Surf. You got the Celebi. I don't know what kind of set he was running on the Celebi. So I'm thinking, alright, I'm going to just Rain Dance here. If I would have had Ice Beam, I would have clapped that Garchomp. Like, I'm looking at that Garchomp and I was thinking, man, it would be nice. Be nice. Yeah, so he goes back to the Mamoswine. This is a really strong mon against grass monos. Even though it's also weak to grass, that Ice Shard is always very potent. So he's probably trying to just run out the rain. That's why I keep switching to Celebi. It's a smart switch. But I'm staying in there with my Ludicolo because he's expecting me to start switching too. So I'm a Toxic here. But I forgot that he had a Magnezone. I think that's the switch that he makes. Yeah. When the Surf would have been a good move. But I'm a special wall, right? I got all that special defense EVs. This is light work. This is light work for me. Now I could just Surf. Look at that damage from that Surf. That's a lot of damage. So yeah, he's gonna switch back into Celebi. Yeah, he could just keep doing this, but I'm gonna just stick in there with Ludicolo. Ludicolo holds it down, bro. He's Mexican like me too, so it's lit. It's my guy. It's my Mexican Pokemon. He got his little sombrero going on, collecting all that water. But yeah. Ludicolo got some chip on everyone. I felt like, alright, I'll scrap him now. I did my part. And I got that nice water right now, protecting me from fire damage. So I'm gonna Outrage here. I was really hoping for that Quick Claw to activate. That would have been crucial. That would have just clapped so hard. But that chip damage was essential. I needed that. So I'm gonna just go for the Stab Leaf Blade here. I got the crit there. That was a good crit. Just too bad it would have like one hit KO'd him anyways. The Scarf is useful for him because he's not a jolly natured one, Leafeon. And Leafeon's not even the fastest Pokemon. So I'm gonna sack him. I'm gonna just try to get that nice Leaf Blade damage. Which is good that he survived. He's also tanky. Leafeon has more bulk than people realize. His defensive bulk is good, but he's pretty much gonna get scrapped right now. Yo, if I had that X Scissor, oh my gosh. Too bad I was stuck in Leaf Blade. That X Scissor would have just clapped that Celebi so hard. Alright, so he has a Conkeldurr. Conkeldurr is so strong. It's like the most broken Pokemon, bro. Like, I hate it. I hate it. Like, why does it have Mach Punch? That makes it so broken. So I'm gonna Dazzling Gleam here because I want that one-hit KO. With Specs, is so strong. It's a very strong Pokemon right now. And I feel like he won't switch into that Clef because he's trying to predict like a Sludge Bomb maybe. Sludge Bomb would have been a good choice there, in all honesty. I probably would have one-hit KO'd whatever he switched in. So yeah, he's gonna recover. I was kind of like upset about that. I was like, oh man, he's recovered. And yeah, see what happens. So I got the Sucker Punch here, but I didn't know if he'd outspeed. I don't know what set he's running on that Celebi. So it's best to just be careful. So he's gonna Calm Mind up. That's pretty good, to be honest. I'm a Seed Bomb here. Because I know that he's gonna keep using Calm Mind. Because he's gonna use Wish the next turn. That's what I want him to do. I want him to keep wishing. Wishing that he can beat me. Or he uses Moonlight. Oh man. Wish, Moonlight, I always get them confused. I don't know the difference. To me it's all the same. So yeah, now I got that Sludge Bomb going off. And Roserade's strong, man. She's gonna hit everything hard. So this Mamoswine, I have to decide if I should sack something. I choose this sack the Shift Tree because the Conch kinda walls it. I can't do nothing with that Conch Elder. I'm a Leaf Storm here. And I catch him really good. He should have switched into Celebi. That would have been a good switch right there. That would have put so much pressure on me. I think he thought he'd get the outspeed. I'm gonna just Leaf Storm again. That Facade, strong, bro. It's just such a strong Pokemon. Alright, now we got Roserade, and we're gonna Sludge Bomb here. So we're gonna be locked in, and we want to make sure we have a chance against Celebi. If the Celebi had speed investment, I would have lost. He had a super slow setup, like similar to the one that I have, so I won. But yeah, that's how you use that troll Ludicolo. You know, in the beginning you try to get as much chip as possible, you throw people off, you try to spread toxic around, and it does pretty well, as you can see. It did really well against those dudes. Yeah, Ludicolo is such a fun Pokemon. You can run different things with him. He looks very funny. He is very funny. It's like one of those Pokemon that makes me happy just to use. Just puts a smile on my face, and they're easy to get. So yeah, definitely invest in a Ludicolo. It's worth it. I hope you enjoyed this video, and have a nice day.